What's up everybody? Welcome back to Paddle Addicts. Today, I'm so very excited to bring you this video. I got my hands on the Joola Pro Hyperion in the 16mm. But before we get into the initial review, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Really, truly helps, guys. Just click that button down there. Helps the channel grow so much. Got much more videos to come. Now let's get straight into it. The Joola Pro IV Hyperion 16mm. As usual, beautiful aesthetics from the Pro 4s. I am kind of biased because the Perseus is my main as of right now, the 16mm. But when I got my hands on this, I was so excited to do a quick review as well as a comparison to my Perseus. I'll put the stats on the screen right now. As you can see, it is a quote unquote elongated shape is what they're claiming, but doing the measurement comparative to my elongated Perseus, it is a smidge shorter than the Perseus. So this definitely plays more like a hybrid paddle. Nonetheless, it is still a very long hybrid shape. As you guys know, the Pro 4s all come in the Gen 3 construction with the foam surrounding the core right here, as well as the TFP, the Tech Flex Power. I hit this against my wall for a little bit. It felt very, very similar to all the Pro 4s I've tested, whether that may be the Agassi, the Graph, my Perseus, very similar. This feels a tiny bit more stiff than my Perseus. I could feel the ball a little bit more on this. So if you do like a not as muted as a Perseus, this could be your route. It is slightly lower in the swing weight. I feel like the balance point's a couple points lower as well comparative to the Perseus, but it's very, very close in my opinion. I guess it just depends on how you customize it and what your comfortability is with swing weight. So I did go ahead and customize this straight out of the box. I did the usual, took the stock grip off the Hyperion, put on two U-Drippin Pro Tour whites over each other, as well as 2 grams of tungsten tape right here. I did the weighting a little bit higher on the Hyperion because I felt like there's a little bit more room to not sacrifice as much swing weight. As you can see, it's a little bit higher than my Perseus. Very good setup. I'm gonna always start with the 2 grams and then go up from there or go down from there. That's kind of like a good starting point for myself. I usually do it for all paddles. I think it's a good standard for myself. And I'm looking forward to seeing on the court the comparisons between this and my Perseus. Let's get on the courts. Let's compare these two. Let's see if the Hyperion stacks up to my Perseus and maybe knocks it off as my main. Who knows? Let's go. The dinking, the control, the touch. That was bar none, just like any other Pro 4. I feel like with this touch and feel off the ball, the Perseus is a little bit more soft and plush than the Hyperion, but the Hyperion, I really like the feeling off the face. Tiny bit stiffer. I feel like I could feel where I'm mishitting a lot of the balls. When I was dinking with the stiffer feeling, it helped me figure out what type of shot and placement I was able to put on the ball because the fact that I could feel it a little bit more where I'm hitting the ball. Kitchen, since this is considered a hybrid, even though they deem it as elongated, I didn't feel any difference, honestly. I didn't feel like I was missing off the top because I was missing the 0.25. The only thing with the grip is I feel like, I don't know if I wrap this tighter, but I feel like I could feel the bevels of the handle a little bit better, which I think helped me a lot because I was able to figure out what type of grip I was using in the transition zone, in the kitchen, and from the baseline. So that was really good. Now for the drops, I feel like I had to adjust a little bit to the maneuverability because the fact that I can flick a little bit faster with this. My top spin drops were a little high, but I'm sure with time, just like I did with the Perseus, I'm able to adjust, try to slow down my swing a little bit because I'm so used to the little bit heavier swing weight of the Perseus that I would have to put a little bit more strength into doing my forehand top spin drop. But other than that, pretty much felt the same. I just have to get more comfortable. I need to get more reps with it. With drives, whew, this thing packs some heat. As you guys know, the Gen 3 construction, the propulsion core, as well as the TFP that's helping with the stability. I always go back to the maneuverability of this paddle, of the Hyperion. I felt like it helped me a lot with my drives. It helped me discipline myself to slow down my drives because I need to remember this is the most powerful lineup in the paddle game right now, and it was very quick for me to adjust. The drives had some pretty big case on them, if I could say so myself. Very comparable to the Perseus. I feel like the power level between these two are very minimal. I feel like I could still drive as hard with the Hyperion as I can with the Perseus. Just needs a little bit more practice. I know that the aero curve supposedly is supposed to be more aerodynamic through the air comparative to the squared off elongated paddles. But now overall, this paddle, as you could probably tell from my initial impressions, is simply crazy. Because if you guys follow my channel, before the Perseus 16, I used to main the Franklin C45, and I thought that the maneuverability plus the decent power that had was great. The only thing lacking was the forgiveness and the sweet spot and the durability. I've heard a lot of them get core crushed or delaminated, but to have something in that shape with that maneuverability, with the technology that Joola puts into their paddles in a 60mm, which I prefer nonetheless, I think that's the perfect formula for what I crave in a pickleball paddle and what suits me the best. So who is this for? I suggest the Joola Pro IV Hyperion 16mm to someone that, like myself, that has used a Perseus or really like elongated shape paddles, but the higher swing weight on the Perseus or other elongated shapes tend to kind of slow your hand speed down in the kitchen or wherever else on the court. This is your answer, guys. This has so much attribute that will help your game in any way. I hope this review helped, guys. I know that there's a lot of other videos for the Joola lineup I need to do. I have a Scorpius coming in for those wide body lovers. I'm eager to try that out. I am not particularly a wide body person per se, but I'm willing to try it because I have so much confidence in this technology in the new Pro 4s. But before we head out, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's truly helped everything on this channel. And I look forward to reviewing a lot more paddles, not just Joola. I got some other stuff coming in. If you could see behind me, a little clue what's up next. But thank you guys again so much for continuing to watch all my videos. And I love the fact that people are commenting and asking questions. I try to get to them as soon as I can and answer them to the best of my ability. And I see that my reviews have been helping people navigate the paddle industry. And that's why I made Paddle Addicts, for that fact. If I can help any of you pick the next paddle to use your hard-earned money with, that's what Paddle Addicts stands for. Till the next review, guys, peace.